Okay, welcome back, guys. So I feel there are like a few things I would like to change. There are a few things I would like to change in this gene material, or rather add or modify. Okay, so I have some additional reference to this. So I'm going to be working with this reference in here. It's kind of, like I said, modify a few things. So let's get started. I'm basically just going to build on top of what we already have. So we just look for this. This is going to be an issue. We're looking for the, yeah, should be it's supposed to be one of these. Oh, still loading up down here. Probably even isolate this. Okay. So yeah, I think it's this. So let's just probably increase that a bit more. Oh, that was for let me turn off the shadow. That was for this hand piece. Let's see if yes, it should be this piece. Too much. Okay. So I'm going to be using the, I don't know if this brush should be fine though. It should be on X. So you just hit X on the keyboard, kind of go to the painted visibility mode, kind of make the painting more visible on the jacket. So let me use a different brush for this. Probably going to use a soften the hardness of this brush. Let me create some more space in here first. Yeah, I don't just okay, that's already soft. Let me try this artistic brush instead. Yeah, that seems nice. I'm basically just painting around the pockets a bit more. But I'm not too sure about this color though. I like to use a more brighter color tone to this. Uh, let's see. Probably duplicate this white edge. Name this to broad white and use a black, add a black mask, kind of erase everything that's in there first. Okay. I just want to please in pencils. So let's just take this down. Something like so. Okay. I'll just continue painting the same splashes of white around this. Have something around here also. Now this one feels rather old. Probably the bigger brush size. Okay. Let's see the back of this. The brush size a bit more. So I think we need a more broader stroke for this. Okay. Now obviously need to blend this in properly, so I will just take this down. Probably go use X and kind of erase some of this that feels too sharp or too aggressive on it. Okay. Yeah, I think this should be fine. One other thing I would like to do is for the edges of this. I think I'm supposed to be on white instead. This doesn't seem to be it. I think let's see. It's not this. Okay, yeah, it should be this cracked edge. I like to highlight this edge a bit more. Same here also. If not the center part. So let me just keep adding or revealing some of this back in. Just to have a bit more of a separation around there. So I'm going to have a more sharper separation. Okay. Okay, I think I can live with this. It should be fine. So now we can jump onto the trousers. Jump into the trousers for now. Maybe I should take this down a bit more. Probably even blow it out. Okay, I think this should be a bit fine. Also need to have add stitches in there, but we'll do that later on when we're done texturing the entire thing. We'll add stitches as the last thing. So I believe everything needs stitches. So for the trousers, I have a reference for the trouser in here. Though, as much as I would like to use this reference to start as a good base, I'm just going to use to start as a good base. I would also want the final look to look somewhat like so. I also like the final look to look somewhat like so. So we're going to be working like in between. So let's get started. I'm going to be using the same material we used for this jean top, the same base. If I copy everything, it just might just seem a bit confusing. So I will start from, it is a normal base, this is normal map. Then okay, you have this white spot. Okay, let's see. I don't think you should affect anything. Oh, that will affecting something. Okay, that kind of darkens everything. So let me just select this normal base. Control select this. Control select this. Let's see if this is doing anything in here. Okay, it actually is. So I'll select that also. You have a max in there, so I'll select this also. Let me select this all the way here. So I'll go up also and to select this white spot. So put one translate this two white spot also. Then so select all of this now and I'll just copy this. I'll copy it. And I'll go to the trousers. Now I'll just delete this and just paste this in here. So I've pasted this in here now. We will see some few corrections I need to make to this, and we also need to put this to 4K resolution. Okay, so now it's on 4K resolution. So now we have this now at 4K resolution. Just want to figure out if the color seems right for this. And I think this color need to blend this down a bit more. Maybe it will take it off completely. Or probably will adjust the maxing for it. We'll go to the maxing settings. Let's see. Let's blow this out by a lot. Okay, let's blend this back in. Okay, let's see if we can work with this or not. I believe we can actually work with this. Blend this back down into the material. This one around here should be fine. Okay. And for this pot, I need to kind of make them a bit smaller than it is right now. So let's try a value of 20. This also. Okay. I think they are a bit now less intense on the surface. I think from a distance this should be fine. Okay. This will work. Okay, this will definitely work. So now we can actually start painting some of this in here now. So I think, let's see. I think I can actually reuse this piece. So I don't have the duplicate for this. And okay, I'll just leave this where it is actually. So I'm going to add the black marks, increase it all the way up. Then on the HSL itself, I'll need to brighten this up a bit more. Let's try a white mask to begin with, okay? This looks fine. But I think this should work, so I can add the black marks on this, and let's start painting. Okay, I think this should work. The reason that we're going to, so I'm going to start using this to kind of paint on top of this. Let's start with the broader. Let's start with the broader stroke on this. So I'll increase the brush size a bit more. I'll just use some more broader stroke on top of this. Okay, this one around here should be fine. I'll do the same for the other side. All the way here should be fine. Okay. Then I think the back also should have something similar. Yes, it does. We have them more around the pockets. So somewhere around here, like so. Same also for the other side. Okay. Then for this we can, I think I'll just take down the brush size for this. I think yeah, a bit broader than this, so just do like so. Since something like so should be fine. Or if put X and kind of erase this around here. Hit X again to bring this back and then just go around this like so. Hit X to kind of erase this part, bring this back and then I think I went too far at the back, so let's erase most of this. Let's increase this all the way up. This spacing is a bit too broad though. See, put this back around here. Take down the flow again. So this is way too much. Let me take this down. Something like that should be fine. Right, so we also have something in here, so I'll just take down the brush size and then just do something like so. Okay. So I'm going to blend. I'm going to blend this down. I'm also thinking now that if I should this darker version of it, brush tone it up and then just leave a much brighter tone to it. So something more like this should be fine. Maybe it should be in there but not very obvious. Maybe take it down to somewhere around here. Okay. Then I'll definitely need to reduce this. So it just feels a bit faint in there, like something like this should be fine. Alright. Then we can now go to I think we can come in here now. Since we've already kind of established a base for this, I think we can come in here now and begin to use this reference as a guide to kind of break things up a bit more. Okay. Yes, so and to do that, I think I need to go back to the English sheet and then begin to copy some of the layers we have in there. Okay, so let's see. We need this crack. Probably need this too. This also. Maybe this also. Let's copy this three. Come back to the trousers. And paste this on. Just paste this right underneath this. This looks like I need to kind of paint some more brighter white tone on top of this. I'm going to use an alpha for this though. So not an alpha, a max to kind of drive that. So right off the bat, pasting this in here, we already have some interesting looking features around this already. So we can definitely build on top of that. So let's start building on top of that. Let's build on top of that. So let's just figure out where this bright white stuff is coming from. So let's take this down. I'm guessing it should be from this, so I'll just take this down and see if it's actually coming from there or not. So let me just take this off. Let's see. Okay, that seems to be precisely it. So I'll select that and I'll add a black mask to it. I'll open this layer for for two things actually. So the first one would be for, let's see, just before I do that, this white crack, I need to make it visible in some region. Just make it visible in some region, like painting it around all this, most of these crevices, just to make it feel more gin-like. Let's just kind of establish this first before doing anything else. Okay. I think we should have one for the side of the, yes, side of the trousers. Okay. So I hit X. I'm gonna erase some of this on the side. So that one on the side should not be as aggressive as the ones at the back. Okay. The main one is actually from the other side, from this side instead. Right. This is not the front or the back. It's more towards the front. You have this around here. Let's just paint this in. This other one should be a bit faint, not very obvious. Okay, I think we are still missing something for this side. Right. So I'm going to open up that folder and then add a. I think there should be in the map. There should be a blur. Mountain in the map. There should be a blur picture here. So let's. It's blurred out way too much. Let's try value of 0.1. I think this should be fine, except we just have to reduce it a bit more like so. This should be fine. Right, so moving on. This broader stroke around this broader. Let's start by using. I think this one should still be here. What is this? Okay. I think we have nothing in here, so let me just increase it all the way up. Let's add a. Let's add a generator first. Let's see. Let's try this. Not so sure about this metal. Let's try this curvature instead. Let's do an inverse for this. This feels generally too aggressive though. Edges, let's try this blue. This looks somewhat interesting. Let's try this one compressed. It also looks interesting too. Let's take this down. I feel like it needs to be inverted. Let's invert this. Okay. It's in the right place now, but what we need to do is to like we should even maybe I should increase this a bit more like so. Then blow this out. And I'll put this in a group. I'll group this. On this group I'll add a black mark. So I'm only going to reveal it where I want it to be. Yes. So let's go back to the front. It's not very obvious in the front, but let's just use this as a ground rule of thumb. I see more of the white tap out around here, so let's just get in something in here like so. Okay. Getting something out of this now. Take down the brush size a bit more. So I should probably even reduce the flow and intensity for this. And maybe that seems a bit much on that edge. Try something like so. Then at the back also do the same thing at the back. Let's see how the back looks like in here. It's more a bit more obvious at the back. So you might need some broader stroke for the back. Okay. Since something pretty much like so seems fine. Do something around here also. So the pockets also should be okay. Yeah, this seems fine. I won't want to go way overboard on this though. I think for the most part we're kind of established some good ground level of detail for this so that we can now begin to add some depth on top of this, kind of break up the general surface a bit more. Maybe even duplicate this. Let me just name this to curvature broad white. Yeah, something like this should be fine. And I'll duplicate this or the black marks to this. Okay. Black marks. Seems to take a bit of a moment to kind of load up. Okay. So what can we do here? I think so. I'm kind of seeing some bluish variation in here. So probably this white, I'll kind of change this up a bit. Kind of use something to watch. Let me just, I'll probably just grab the color from this. So somewhere around here should be fine. Then I believe I can paint this on here now. But it should be more obvious, something like so. You can see how it kind of breaks up the variation of color in there, which is precisely what we want for this. But I want you to go. You don't want to go over the same place. You're not gonna go like more or less like having like a outline. More or less like drawing it on the outline of it. You want to kind of get this on the outline of the previous whiter border stroke. Just to kind of highlight the outline a bit more. And maybe even painting some new ones around there. Same also for the back. So I'm going to kind of be focusing on the outlines instead. And maybe painting some new ones. Something like so should be fine. Right, so we have that variation of color in there now. We can even just tone this down gently. So it's obvious there, but not very obvious to see. But see if it's a bit obvious though. So let's see if we can get this somewhere around here. Should be fine. That's fine. So we can see some darker tones in here, like oyster. Then we have the general depth around this. So I think we can go back to the English shirt and then just steal those depths Yeah, this damage looks fine now. So let's copy this. Copy this damage. I'll copy this base there, this and this. So I'll copy that. Now come back to the trousers. The trouser rather. Then I'll just paste this on top of everything. Then just paste this in here. So let's see what that gives us. Something seems wrong. Something definitely seems wrong. I think I copied the wrong layer. Definitely copied the wrong layers. So let's go back in here. So this is everything I'm supposed to copy. So now hold Control and copy this damage. So let's do normal regular copy layers. So come back, trouser, come back in here. Then we can paste this on top. Paste layers. So now we're pasting the correct thing now. So let's see how that affects our model. Let me give this a moment to load. Okay, so now we have this in here now. It's not very obvious, so we're going to start, or rather we need to start painting it in and even modifying, and also modifying it a bit more. So we have this brown depth. I would like to increase this a bit more. Let me make it a bit more obvious so we can see how that is affecting the trouser. Okay, so now you can see it now. It's a bit more obvious in there now. Maybe slightly too much. Probably take this down. So another thing is that it should be affecting mostly the lower part, so not so much of the upper part. So I need to kind of paint off the upper part of this. Just taking a lot of time to load. Let me turn off this uppermost part of it for now. Then I'll click on the paint layer. So let's start erasing this. So I would like to go, let's kind of visualize the marks for this. Don't seem to even find the marks. Okay, this is the marks. So it should be more visible on the lower part. So let's start erasing this. So I hit X on the keyboard. Let's see if we can erase this. Yeah, it's not even erasing anything. So we need to be on this paint. Need to be on this paint. So actually, yes, erase this. So let's just make this a bit more. So let's just completely erase this from the upper part. Shouldn't be affecting the upper part that much. Okay. This side, this side is not really major concern right now. It's just this lower parts. Okay. Just this lower parts. So let's visualize what we have done. Okay. Continue to raise it even more. I think for the most part, this feels just about right. Okay. So I'm still painting this up. It really makes sense to have this on the lower part instead of the upper part. Okay, this is fine. So now we can bring back this, to bring this back on, and I'll add the black marks to this. So I'm just gonna paint this by hand. Let's paint this. Let's not darken this lower part because this part is where it should be accumulating more. This darker tone of death should be accumulating more on the lower part. Okay, and maybe we can have something around here. Probably even increase this even more, like so. Yes, something like so should be fine. Probably a bit more like so. Maybe take this down and then kind of break it up a bit more. So hit X on the keyboard and kind of break it up a bit more. Okay, hit X again. I'm going to lower this down even more. So I want to have some of this appearing around here too. Here also. A bit more around here. Okay. Yeah, this should be fine. I think this should work just about right for what we need it for. Let's see if there's anything else we can add in here. We can do some, yes, we can do some, let's see. So I'll just duplicate this layer and add the black marks to this and make this more obvious and darken this a bit more somewhere around here. Then add a fill layer to it. On this fill layer, let me look for something that should work. You can use some spots. I think some spots should be fine. Spots, some broad spots should be fine. Something, yeah, something like this should be fine. Yes, except for it should be a bit smaller than this. So let's put this around the value of 10. This seems fine. Then I'd like to make this a bit oily, so to do that I will just increase the roughness, something a bit more oily. I'll turn up metallic also. So it should be something somewhat like so. Yeah, but though it shouldn't be everywhere though. It shouldn't be everywhere. So let us go to the maxing for this. This is the max for this. So I'm going to add another view layer to this. And on this view layer, I'll probably use this. Let's see something a bit broader to use. See something like this should be fine. I'll just drag and drop this in here. And I'm going to put this on multiply. So you kind of hide most of this. Let's put this around 5. Maybe 5 is way too much. I want this kind of hide most of this, so something like this should be fine. Now that's hiding way too much. So let's just review some parts of this. And we'll make the size a bit bigger. So I'll come down to the lower version, this spot, I'll put this around 5. So we'll have something a bit bigger to work with, so it should be fine. So I think this will be completely fine. I think we can close this chapter in here. So this will work just fine for what we need it for. So I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Maybe I should, if I do that, maybe I should in here. Let's try to make this a bit brighter. I think I went overboard, but let's just see. Let's just allow this to load so I can show us what we actually did in there. Okay, so that's way too bright. I'm guessing this looks like a good number, but this feels like a better number. Maybe somewhere around here. And for the up parts, that's way too much. Something around here. Still feels a bit too much. Yes, something like should be fine.